is upon us in the BKT United Rugby Championship. The first quarter-final mirrors the battle between Glasgow Warriors and DHL Stormers from last season. And this to keep the URC dreams alive. The holders put their title on the line, on home soil. The Stormers in that first rock, fancying that they could have got a turnover.
And use it!
It is though there on the Warriors' side, but they had to fight to gain that first possession for George Horne to send on to his pack and then gain some extra wiggle room for, looks like it will be the scrum half to send this clear and outside the 22, but that's a pretty ferocious competitive start.
Very competitive start there by the Stormers. You can see them utilising that win, getting the ball deep into the 22. And Glasgow struggling to get it out of that exit zone. But that battle at the breakdown is going to be crucial. Everything being thrown in there, trying to turn it over, but slowing the ball down mainly to get your defensive setup all sorted out.
Decent effort from George Horne, actually, into the wind, around his shoulder to get up over the 22, but it's the first strike here coming for the Stormers. First line out one.
And it is Fenter that loops round, and now the Stormers, who have been scoring tries for fun in this excellent run that they had to end the season. That was Ben Loader coming off his wing. He scored down in that corner last season when he made things very tight. That's been held up though. It's now Stafford McDowall that has to release. And trying to break through is Hartzenberg, and playing with advantage. The Warriors' defence offside. Is there a way through for Senatla? Not this time. And they will come back for that penalty. The offside against Henco Fenter.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't feel he came through.
Was that Warwick Halan? Maybe picked up a knock early on. I'll tell you what, the Stormers are focused. Henco Fenter that's offside, and they managed to get up more holds on Hungara, the scrum half. It was just as well because that was called for a tackle, so the players had to let go because of that. Henco Venter's offside. He's just up too quickly, but Suleiman Hartzenberg gave me a big tackle on Venter from the kickoff, and now he's imposing himself in an attacking set. The Stormers have got a bit between their teeth. The mean business tonight, I think they're still hurting from a year ago.
Yeah, Senatla doing really well there to get the mould down to a tackle. You can see the power of Suleiman Hartzenberg. That's why he's playing at 13. Very fast, very powerful, but they want to get him closer to the ball.
An interesting popping one to the corner. Van Heerden won the initial leap at the line out.
Last feet, let's go!
Hungara goes digging, and this time it's Puccia. Now picked up by Vermaak. The front row seeing plenty of ball. 5 metres out, looking to get these crucial yards for an early score for the Stormers. Hungara still waits to release this backline if it can find space, but they're going to do well to get the ball off this set of forwards. Evan Roos now picks up and drives, but it's gone forward. Rory Darge picks it up and then gives it away. A loose pass from Darge, but in fact it had gone forwards. So the Warriors will have the scrum.
Oh, I think it went forward after that. I think it was Hartzenberg just didn't pick it up. Big carry from Roos, but it's turned over there, Tinas.
There's the turnover, a little bit high in his body position. The ball gets ripped, but Hartzenberg here, fingertips there, and that's the knock-on. They're so dangerous from turnover play. Yes, that's been a defensive effort, but as soon as there's a bit of loose ball, these guys are so quick onto that ball, looking for opportunities.
Well, Hartzenberg's moved in from the wing to the centre, as you say, to get his hands on the ball more often. He's certainly done that in the opening 4 minutes, but that's an opportunity missed. I think he turned down the option to kick a goal with the wind behind, and then whether it was fortunate or not, that's an opportunity there for Hartzenberg. Just bobbling, just couldn't quite pick it up 2 or 3 metres from the Glasgow line.
Scored a double on his 50th appearance 2 weeks ago against Cardiff in that final round 18 game of the regular season.
Difficult for Glasgow to exit here into the wind as well, so you're probably looking at, if we get the scrum played, Venter has to make some yards, I would imagine, Tinas.
Because you've got a very short in-goal area too.
Yeah.
You know, it is tough, especially against the wind. Gonna have to gain a little bit of meters going forward. That pick-up of 8, of course, now with the new law interpretations. It's a bit of a free ride for the 9 and 8 and 9 back at the scrum. They still have to deal with it and build from there.
Yeah, Joe Dobson will be quite happy, I think, so far with the start of Henco Venter. Depending on which way the scrum goes, he can break right or left if he does break from the back of the scrum, because Glasgow have Tom Jordan on right, and who's a right-footed kicker, and Stafford McDowall on the left, who's a left-footed kicker, so it does give them a little bit of tactical security.
Glasgow been under some pressure in the opening 5 minutes, and that scrum has given away a penalty. That is a huge boost to the Stormers, who thought about going quickly there. That, I think, is only the second penalty that's gone against Glasgow in their put-in all season.
Yeah, they've got a very strong scrum, 95% completion, Glasgow. And that is a massive win for the scrum. On the left-hand side, it looks like on the loose head side, Ali Vermaak. Neatly Fouchier, he kept it up going, he kept the pressure on.
Fouchier kept going straight, didn't he? You know, even though the scrum was wheeling to the left, he kept straight, and with that tight head having a straight back, it makes it a really easy decision for Andrew Brace, and it's first points of the evening.
Straightforward, 3 points for Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu. But that was 5 minutes of immense pressure from the Stormers that gets them their rewards. Tom Jordan kicks it off the ball outside of the Glasgow 22 for the first time in the game. 3-0 the Stormers lead. Ungara clears up to halfway. Josh McKay returning from injury and looking to put Jordan through a hole. Bounces off the first tackle, and now quick ball for Horne. McKay is there. So too McDowall, looking to free himself up. Henco Venter. And Jamie Bhatti. Tom Jordan sees a gap. Jordan through it. And now it's the Stormers who are having to perform some desperate defence, and Glasgow are gaining encouragement from the gaps that they've been finding in behind, and that one is fielded well by Senatla.
It's a brilliant counter-attack from Glasgow, well covered by Senatla. Then there's got to have time off for Suleiman Morat, I think's down, the Stormers skipper. This is Tom Jordan. He's Glasgow's top carrier all year, 132 carries, and he loves the contact, playing at 12 or 15 or 10. But because he carries there, he's not in the position of the first receiver for this one. And Glasgow lose their structure a little bit. The kick comes in and really well covered by Senatla. But going back to the source of that, it was Ungara who went for a box kick that blew with the wind, that allowed, I think it was Josh McKay and Tom Jordan to start it. It's a strange choice because you've got such a strong wind behind. Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu can bang that off first phase from 10. If you go contestable, the wind's going to take it, isn't it?
You've got to go for the corners. It's about managing this wind and managing the territory. You don't want to make it easy for Glasgow to come back in. That was a bit of a nothing kick. It wasn't contestable. It wasn't really far enough. And you saw the danger from that back three attack by Glasgow. Stormers only has a 77% tackle completion, and this is probably their area where they have to improve on, is that individual tackling. Suleiman Morat taking a knock in that defensive effort coming off.
That's a blow, isn't it?
Well, it's going to be a head injury assessment for the Stormers skipper. JD Schickerling is on in his place for now while they assess Suleiman Morat.
It's well covered, I said it by Senatla as well, that kick through, because it came off George Horne at 9. And when he looked up, there was a bit of space. Well, that's a wobbly one.
Not quite using the wind there.
Keep it low with the wind, Seabelo. Well, he covered it well, but his clearance kick needs a wee bit of work. But it's hard to cover that kick from 9, because as a back three player, you don't see the ball until it's in the air. But he covered it well. But well,
numbers, guys, go.
A bit of work in his kicking needed, I think.
5.
Warriors looking to respond. They did lose to a South African side a few weeks ago for the first time here at Scotstoun Stadium against the Vodacom Bulls. It was the first carry from Sione Tuipulotu. What a boost it is to have him in that back line again. There's Cummings. Oh, going through is Kyle Steyn! What a tackle that is coming across. A try-saving tackle. It will be a Glasgow Warriors penalty. There's a yellow card coming out as well. The Stormers going down to 14 men, and it's Seabelo Senatla that heads off. Glasgow quickly get the ball to the corner.
And the back of two bad kicks by the Stormers.
What a tackle that is from Hiddleston, though.
Brilliant cover tackle. Senatla then going in there, trying to slow it down. Definitely slowed it down. Rightly deserved yellow card, but you kick better, and the play is down in 22 metre of the Glasgow. You do not have these problems. You still have 15 on the pitch.
Oh, Hiddleston, and there's Darge! Oh, it's one from the training ground that gets Glasgow the first score of this quarter-final. Rory Darge, the recipient, 5 yards out, and there was no stopping the Glasgow open side.
Oh, it's such a quick thinking, well planned. There's loads of analysis goes into all the games, and that's the reason why I think it's Euan Ferrie who takes it really flat and short from Gregor Hiddleston, and then watch the hands. It's fired at him there, Ferrie, take and give, bang. The timing from Rory Darge to get through as well. It's Ungerer, the 9, who has to step in from the channel to try and make the defense, try and make the tackle. Oh, it's not, sorry, it's De Villiers, the 6. But that's brilliant, that's well thought out, well executed.
You've just lost Salman Murat, your captain, leading in the line out. They send up the pod to potentially contest, and then the short ball to the front.
Well, scoring so early on in the sin bin. Here's George Horne to look to make it the 7-pointer. It's such a clean strike, effortless from the Warriors scrum half.
It's so well thought out, as you say. Salman Murat's in the HIA, so that they do have the numbers there. But look, they've loaded all the big men at the back. That's Scott Cummings going up at the back, Alex Samuels at the back, and the throw to the front. Really brilliant piece of play from Euan Ferrie to take and give and Darge to score.
Fenter, the former Shark, gets his name on the kickoff.
No, and use it.
And Horne, he just got that way away in time before Ruben van Heerden could put him off his stride. It's not gone too far though.
It's a good break for Kyle Steyn as well, wasn't it? It was another almost set piece play in open play, if that makes sense. The ball back inside to get through, but Hiddleston made the tackle, but it was just that pressure that built, and Glasgow came away with 7 points.
Andre-Hugo Venter, is up for the URC Next Gen Player of the Season nominee. Both he and Suleiman Hartzenberg are amongst the nominees for that award.
Ball is available.
It is there now for Ungerer. Vermaak. Tackled by his opposite number in Bhatti, and now, well, the attempted drop goal from Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu. He's a whisker away. Now McKay and the Warriors, who love to go from deep. McDowall, he's got McKay on his shoulder. Oh, this is the sort of rugby that the crowd here have grown to love. Now over the top from Horne after that latest carry from Tuipulotu. Loader is swallowed up by the advancing defence, but it will be a Stormers penalty to halt the momentum.
What about the kick chase? There's no kick chase coming from the Stormers, and it's a brilliant identification from, I think it was Josh McKay initially. It's a great effort from Feinberg-Mngomezulu. Just drifts back in with the wind, comes off the post, and Josh McKay and Stafford McDowall decide to go.
Yeah, but Senatla's on the bench. He's in the sin bin. And that would have been the chaser up there. Hiddleston not pushing hard as a winger. It was that loose ball opens it up.
I think they were just doing the same as us, just watching that ball fly through the
beautiful strike, though. Beautiful strike. He's already kicked 4 drop goals this season.
the Stormers have actually
One of you.
scored more drop goals than anyone else in the competition. 6 in total. So you would assume that Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu is the top marksman with 4.
You can already see why Stormers' tackle success isn't
2 and 2.
anywhere near where it should be. Glasgow are finding space, be it
Stormers.
in and around the breakdown where Steyn went through, or further out wide from the counter-attack element. But there was a good tackle again. I think it was Gallant again who managed to stop Sione Tuipulotu in halfway. It was a decent contact in the midfield, but the front line's getting broken a little bit too easily.
That one's over the top and picked up by Hiddleston. Venter looked to swing that one away, but it will be Stormers' ball at the end of all that. Here's Venter.
No.
Gregor and Feinberg-Mngomezulu. He's got chaser in Hartzenberg, but here comes Kyle Rowe for the first time. De Villiers sends him to the deck. Tuipulotu, McKay outside him. They've got 3-on-1 outside here. Steyn, the Warriors skipper.
No hands.
That one squirts out the side, but it is there for Horne, playing with advantage. Tuipulotu, he spotted space in behind here. Kyle Rowe's on the chase. Will it sit for him? It will! And Kyle Rowe scores! Glasgow Warriors' second try. Well, they really are lighting this quarter-final up. Their attack hitting their straps early on. What an opening quarter of an hour.
What a piece of attacking play. It's brilliant. Glasgow Warriors are in total control. This was on the far outside where Glasgow found the space again where Senatla's in the Sinsman. They keep it alive, but brilliant decision making from Tuipulotu here. Just lovely, pushes the ball through, and then he knows exactly where Kyle Rowe is going to be. Kyle Rowe's got the gas to get on the end of it. And that's just the end of what was all around a brilliant piece of attacking play in Glasgow's second try.
Beautiful counter-attack by Glasgow. We know they are so dangerous. Tuipulotu with that little grubber, but it's a deep grubber, and that's the difference between the Feinberg-Mngomezulu little short grubber through. Well, I'm probably going to sound like a record that's stuck. You've got the wind behind you. Get it down there. Get it into the 22.
Same angle for Horne. He sends it over again. 14-3 Glasgow Warriors lead. Well, as good as their attack has been, there are some massive gaps in that defence.
Stormers are way too narrow, time and time again, but they're narrow because they're worried about the threat. Look at the time that Sione Tuipulotu has, but he actually just draws the defence onto him. He has a look up, knows exactly where he wants to put the kick, and has the accuracy and execution. Look, he's looking exactly where he wants to go. Drops the ball on his foot, points his toe, keeps his hip square, so it just rolls straight through, pops up right into Kyle Rowe's hands, and that's a brilliant score.
New contract this week for Kyle Rowe. Again, Venter with the take.
Use it!
It's on wide if Glasgow want to go here, because Stormers are really narrow again.
Stop!
Instead, it's Stafford McDowall and a bit of a slice off the left boot.
Well, even on this right-hand side of the breakdown, you've got Ungerer, the 9, and Ben Loader, the right winger, covering 5 metres of space. When you're short on the left-hand side, they should be realigning and filling the field a bit better.
Come off. Captain, captain. No more huddles. Next one's a free kick. Come on.
Well, it's Fuchia who's taking over the captaincy, and encouraged perhaps not to take so long with these huddles, to run down the clock on the Senatla yellow card, which has been hugely costly to the Stormers so far. That, though, has just been gathered by Rowe. Venter, the hooker. Taken on by Van Heerden.
Advantage 7, too slow.
There is a penalty coming here against Rory Darge, who didn't roll away quickly enough. Rowe, Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu.
Last week, Glasgow.
Euan Ferrie getting his hands on that, so we will go back for the penalty, which was straight in front of the posts.
7.
Be surprised if we don't go for 3 here, Tinas.
Okay, shot called.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're straight in front.
No, it's not a,
You've just
first man.
leaked 14 points. You're still missing your winger. Just get those 3 points. Take a bit of time, most importantly.
Yeah, some big ball guys, wasn't it? I think Ruben van Heerden on a couple of occasions there, making yards. Even Roos got through 1 or 2 attempted tackles, and JG Schickerlin, who's fresh off the bench as well. So the Stormers going to know, going to what they know works for them with the big ball carriers, getting them some momentum.
Feinberg-Mngomezulu knocks over 3 more points for the Stormers, cuts that gap, but it does come with the news that Salman Morat has failed his HIA. He will not return, so JD Schickerling will remain. Warriors kick off. They do not hang about with restarts, with lineouts, keep the ball in play more than anyone else in the league.
Use it!
John Dobson was talking about that, how their fitness, their concentration for the Stormers will need to go up a level, because you probably play about 5, 6, 7 minutes of extra rugby when you face a Glasgow Warriors side. Here's Venter, played such a crucial role last season. Scored in the quarter-final here against the Stormers, scored in round 6 at Stellenbosch as well. Thrives against his fellow countrymen. Now Hiddleston, just his 8th start of the season. Horne,
access.
Tester for Kalantz, who goes up, but so too does Kyle Rowe. What a leap from the winger. He's already scored once. There's Walker, but that is loose. Seven Roos knocks it on into the hands of Tuipulotu. Looks to free up his hands. There's Roos, and we'll scrum down. It will be a Glasgow ball.
I know what you're going to say, Tinas. I know what you're going to say about that kick.
I'm not saying anything, Chris. You can...
Well, there's 2, wasn't it? It was Ungara kick, similar box kick to what it blows in the wind, and Glasgow have been so sharp from counter-attack. It's to Josh McKay, to Tom Jordan again, and Glasgow can then build the phases. Stormers defended it really quite well after that, forcing Glasgow to kick. They kick to contest, and Kyle Rowe gets up and get the ball back. If you've got the wind behind, as you keep saying, either kick to contest or just go long. Win your 60, 70 metres when you're up against it with with 14 man, one in the sin bin, but it was better defence that time from the Stormers.
Yeah, the defensive organisation, that press was a lot better.
Crouch!
Glasgow ball though.
Point!
Seabelo Senatla is back on. Now, the Warriors had a problem with the scrum last time. They gave away a penalty on their own ball. It is in fact the first time that Jimmy Bhatti, Gregor Hiddleston and Murphy Walker have played together as a front row. It's a fairly untested second row and back row for the Warriors, so those combinations being tested out.
Come down, no axle loads, let's go.
So Andrew Brace is wanting the players that...
It's only one way we're going to go.
The axle loads, getting resting the top of your head on the opposite shoulder. So they don't want the hooker, that force going to the next. He's wanting everybody to be lower, which
9.
I think would suit Glasgow in terms of the body height.
Stefan, I can't keep managing you. Crouch! Point!
Still quite high there.
Sit! Stable.
Quickly out for Horne. Tuipulotu finding almost his centre partner in McDowall. It just wouldn't quite stick, but again, that threat of the Glasgow backline is very true.
And the key word there, the threat. Tuipulotu, a threat as himself as a ball carrier. So compact, so strong. But then he's got that ability with McDowall, the big fella, running a hard line on off it. Just a bit of soft hands. This time the ball goes down on the floor.
Everybody's in motion though, aren't they? Everybody's got that triple threat, a run pass kick. We've seen the grubber through already. We've seen the carry. We've seen the short tip on pass that time. That Stafford McDowall will be frustrated and hold on to because it wasn't a clean break, but it was certainly a shoulder tackle getting over advantage line.
Hugh Jones not lining up in the 13 jersey. He has a recurrence of an Achilles injury. That's another scrum penalty for the Stormers.
Ball too long, collapsing.
Yeah, that'll be concerning for Glasgow. You know, they have got a 95% scrum success rate coming into this game.
We need to be better now, okay?
Murphy Walker,
need to be better.
only his third game, so really being put under pressure.
If you're not happy with the gap, come closer then. Okay, so the issue for me, okay, is we're too high and then we're hitting straight down, okay? We're too long. Huh?
Van Heerden, the safe ball to the middle. Feinberg-Mngomezulu and then taken on by Duplessis. Now Loader coming off his wing and searching out work. Warriors have held this up though. It's taken 3 or 4 Stormers to try to win it back, but it will be Warriors put in.
Brilliant from Kyle Steyn. Initially, the first tackle actually from Rory Darge was such a brilliant chop tackle. You see, I think it was Duplessis off the line, but that man there, the pressure he has on the edge as a winger, as a defensive, if he has to get out and cover the pass outside if the pass is given, he has to wait, because if he goes too early, they'll be skinned. But he stays brilliant. This is the first tackle there from Rory Darge. That's a chop tackle. And look at the top of your screen. Kyle Steyn, he's waiting. The pass doesn't come, so he has to step in. That in slow motion makes it look easy. It's not.
And it all comes from that first tackle, because there's no gain line momentum. You could see the defence able to move forward, and the Stormers' dangerous attackers have got to come from deep, almost on the back foot.
What the person in possession wants Kyle Steyn to do there is make a decision to turn in really early, so you give the long pass, or to drift out before the pass is going, and you drift with a short pass. So Kyle Steyn didn't give. I'm not sure if it was Mngomezulu who had the ball. It didn't give the ball carrier the easy out. It's another concern at scrum time, though.
Glasgow's problems there continue. This time it's just a free kick, but a turnover in possession. And this one will go sky high from Feinberg-Mngomezulu. And where will the bounce go? Senatla will go under the post, and the try is given. Well, he's just come back on from his sin bin. Seabelo Senatla gets the Stormers right back in touch with the Glasgow Warriors. Their first try, and nobody put a name on it from a Glasgow Warriors point of view.
Well, we've been critical of contestable kicks. This one doesn't go very far, but nobody claims it. It actually comes off his knee, I think. That's fine. It was quite short, wasn't it? And Josh McKay, obviously he's expecting somebody in the front field to take care of that, because he has to come such a long way. Well picked up that time by Senatla.
Yeah, just bouncing correctly on this artificial pitch. But Rory, as you said, no one putting their name on that ball. You have to expect that one, whoever it is, got to be more courageous, put their name on the ball. You can actually see there's no Glasgow players reading that ball at all.
Smart play from Siebelo Senatla. 4th try in just his 7th game of the season.
He's had a busy 25 minutes, hasn't he?
1 point between the teams. Glasgow Warriors, though, have the penalty in Stormers' territory.
It's the same defensive effort. We've just seen a defensive effort from Rory Darge and Kyle Steyn. We've seen them again. This time it's Kyle Steyn, then Rory Darge. Kyle Steyn with the initial tackle from the kick-off. And then Rory Darge is in there as quick as a flash.
But again, the time on that ball from the restart gives Kyle Steyn all the time to get there. As soon as Hartzenberg takes the ball, he's on him immediately. And then Darge straight over.
Yeah, Hartzenberg can't do much more there at all. It's just really good defence. And the kind of sticky spell that Glasgow have had in terms of the game away in Leinster, and then the game in Benetton, actually, Rory Darge is outstanding in a losing side. So he's definitely hitting some real good personal form. And the open side is
5 metres out. Hiddleston hits his man in Cummings. Now can Glasgow get them all working to drive them over the line? It's been such a weapon for them up until recently. Henco Venter, he loves a score against the Stormers, and the South African burrows over in the corner as the Warriors hit straight back.
Well, the initial ball gets going forward really quite easily, really quite well, but the secondary defensive effort from the Stormers there to stop Glasgow over is phenomenal. There's Van Heerden in there, I think Senatla's in there as well, and then because he's in there, Venter knows that, comes back down the short side. Good identification.
Good identification. You see Ali Vermaak, Evan Roos, they're all trying to get behind the ball that's already over the line. Don't really know what they're doing. You've got to protect that space. Henco Venter sharp enough to look up, see the spot opportunity, and the big man's not going to be stopped from there.
George Horne, 2 from 2. This is the toughest test so far. From out wide, and it will drop just short. So a 19-13 lead for the Glasgow Warriors. Very interestingly, John Dobson looks to be going to his bench, and Manny Libbok, the Springbok, who started and struggled in the wind here last season, looks like he'll be coming on. But the restart goes without him. Venter with the take.
Hold it. And use it! No. Stay last feet.
Horne will find his touch. Gallant will have to settle for the line out.
And in the background, why Manny Libbok is getting ready to come on. Dan du Plessis really struggling with his arm, his shoulder. Probably going to be Libbok to 10 and then Feinberg-Mngomezulu to 12. Yeah. You can see Dan du Plessis coming up.
Which is how many thought that they would start.
It's no less exciting either, is it? The creative talents and the attacking mindset. I mean, we've already had 4 tries in 30 minutes, so I think we'll see many more.
Hold 2.
Again, it goes to the tail in Van Heerden's safe hands, and now from that inside centre position, Feinberg-Mngomezulu cutting back in. This is then Villiers. Fuchsia, quick hands. Oh, that's smart play. Again from Feinberg-Mngomezulu, and McKay hanging on to that one. It will be a Stormers penalty.
Yeah, and that's the difference with your kicking game. A lot better there by Feinberg-Mngomezulu. Glasgow really shutting down defensively any of the Stormers' attack. A lot deeper, and then a very good press by Tienason and Evan Roos.
Yeah, it was good work by Evan Roos to follow up. If there's just one person in that kick chase, it's quite easy for Josh McKay to get in that bottom corner, but because there's 2 there, Tienason and Andrews, it's much more difficult. If he turns in here, there's only 1 chaser, he can skip away and make a few yards. But there's 3 players there as well. Good kick chase. Good pressure from the Stormers, although Ben Loader's getting treatment in the backfield. Feinberg-Mngomezulu was down as well, so
time on, let's go.
1 or 2 knocks and bumps coming up for the Stormers back line.
6.
6 points in it, and a line out 6 metres out for Andre-Hugo Venter. Finds Van Heerden, quickly on to Roos, who takes some stopping, but Kyle Rowe managed it.
Yeah.
Vermaak joins in too. Fuchsia helps out.
Onside.
It's going to be the grunt and the grind of the forwards to look to get the Stormers over these final few metres. They have advantage. Ungerer will leave it to the forwards to continue this assault on the Glasgow line. Now it goes loose. Now the penalty is awarded.
No, we don't need you. We don't need you. Stay alive.
Got to go
Rock
quick.
formed.
Going to take a tap, I think.
On the line.
Yep.
It's going to be a tap for Venter, it looks like. For Mark Poyce, it is the hooker though. Andre-Hugo Venter. Now Evan Roos. Driven over, can he get it down? It is short. Ungerer goes hunting. They're lining up on the short sides. And that gets a huge cheer from the East stand. They'll have to be checked.
I've got initially short, and then it's held up. Just want to confirm it doesn't touch the line first, so don't have an on-field decision. Try yes or no.
Okay, stand by.
So initial decision on field was that it was short from Evan Roos and then held up.
Short here, and then it goes over the line. Kyle, fellas, I don't need you. I don't need you, so back you go.
It looks just
Push
short
away,
there.
Ben,
Oh,
both of them.
Yeah, it looks short. But then he goes to the held up. Held up means over the goal line means a goal line restart.
Yeah,
but if it's short and the ball's dead,
And then, because it's gone over the line, I'm going up, unless Ollie's got different, I'm going scrum 5 because it's inconclusive there.
yeah. Unless going over the line and back over the line.
But no, it's short of the line first.
It was Evan Roos there. Watch the bind here from Van Heerden, number 5, driving through. De Villiers, number 6 as well. It's 3-on-2 effectively in terms of Stormers versus
just checking
Glasgow
one more angle.
defenders.
Yeah, man.
And if it's in,
This one looks like the best, though.
this one, kind of short first, isn't it? But it just depends on how long you run it to see where the ball ends up. He always goes to place there. That's just short, I think. And does it move thereafter?
I've got the ball short there, Al.
Yeah, we're just letting this roll just to see what happens afterwards. Just bear with us.
well, that's short. The ball's dead now. The ball's dead now. There's got to be a 5-metre
Tracy, you
scrum
have a decision
for
for
the
you.
Stormers.
Go ahead, man.
The ball is clearly on the ground, short of the line, and then I lose sight of the ball, so you've probably got a better view of it then thereafter.
So we have a decision. So
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the ball is short of the line. So we're going to go scrum 5 attacking because it's inconclusive. So scrum 5 attacking to Stormers.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's certainly not held up over the
so
line, is it?
just the two of you come here a minute.
Yeah, absolutely, because that
fellas, you
so
need to
changes
let us do our
dynamics.
job.
If
Okay, when
that
there's
then
a
gets
team or
called,
referral,
it's
I
up
can't be
above.
distracted by you putting pressure on us. Is that clear? Okay, that doesn't happen again now.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But they knocked on in the first carry then. I
No.
need to ask you to check that. Now they've got a scrum there.
No, yeah, that's fair enough, Carl. I saw it live and it was backwards for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just on the scrums,
Yeah.
I know you said there's no contest before the contest, but
Yeah.
it have to be.
Yeah, I understand that, mate, but you also need to be in control as well, okay?
Kyle saying not happy.
inconclusive
He
'cause
saw
it's
a
short.
knock on
So it's going to be a scrum 5
before
attacking.
all that occurred. Not spotted by the officials.
It's a big moment. It's a big moment because a goal line dropout towards, I say it's stating the obvious here, but a goal line dropout versus a 5-metre scrum when Stormers have had the better of the scrum so far. It's a big moment.
And also Sam Talakai coming on, replacing Murphy Walker. That's again a big call, only 30 minutes in.
The first start of the season for Murphy Walker.
Thank you.
He's just walking off in front. It looks like he's kind of holding his ribs, but
He'd only played a total of 56 minutes before this
Yeah, sorry.
in the last 2 games.
big scrum this.
Big opportunity for the Stormers as they look to retake the lead, something they haven't done since those opening exchanges, and they got the penalty to go 3-0 up. They've got another one here. Feinberg-Mngomezulu looking to weave his way through. The door firmly shut on him, but they were playing with advantage.
Yeah, proper tackle from Euan Ferrie that time, coming off the blind side of the scrum and then getting low. The pressure's building in Glasgow here, Tinas.
And as that set piece pressure that's starting to count, it's the penalties are starting to rack up. You know, again, scrum penalty going down.
Penalties and a free kick. You're leaving me no other option now, okay? That's collapsing on the hit, okay? Tidy up now, or there's somebody goes.
And that is a lot of pressure. Actually, Andrew Brace clear in his description there.
It doesn't look like Stormers are going to take a scrum though.
Yeah. Scrum
Yeah, sorry, I thought they were... I think as a reaction to that final warning, I think it's maybe changed the decision. It looked like Andre-Hugo was going to tap and go again, but that's sensible management from Boucher.
See there, Scott Cummings also on the end of Mr. Andrew Brace. A lot of advice coming in there from Glasgow.
So fellas, I've given you a clear mark. If you're not happy, okay, come forward to the marker. I'm on the mark. Thank you.
Just 6 minutes to go in the half.
Seconds.
Half that has flown by.
Crouch.
4 tries scored, 3 for the Glasgow Warriors,
Point.
1 for the Stormers.
Set.
But the scrum is being a hugely dominant factor for the visitors. They're looking to eke out another one. Glasgow holding firm for now. Ungerer waits. The scrum pops up at the front. Here goes Evan Roos. The pickup from the base.
Move! No!
Ungerer fires it out for Van Heerden. The scrum half once more. It's Venter. Ferocious defence. But the Stormers keep on going. Ungerer once more onto Schickerling, but he's driven backwards. This feels like a hugely important moment in the context of this quarter-final. Venter. The Stormers, you feel, have to score. De Villiers is knocked back. Van Heerden. Can Glasgow get a crucial turnover? Well, it's Libbok out to Feinberg-Mngomezulu. Down he goes, forward it goes, and that will feel like scoring a try for the Glasgow Warriors.
Huge effort there by Glasgow Warriors. Unbelievable defensive effort. They're stepping up, they're making the hits, they're dominant in those hits, taking all space away, driving the Stormers backwards.
Listen to the reaction as well.
It might not be when they realise they've got to scrum again, though.
I know, but I think the crowd helped play their part there. You said it 2 or 3 times there, and we mentioned how big a sense of importance there was around that scrum. Glasgow managed to hold just long enough. Ungerer was forced to play it, and then the effort of the Glasgow Warriors was to get out the scrum. I think it was Scott Cummings who made a tackle, and Van Heerden under the sticks. He just got out the scrum, got around the far side, made another tackle, and then Euan, Ferrie, Alex Samuel stepping up and up and up.
Okay,
and when Sacha Feinberg-Mngomezulu got it, he stepped back inside once, twice, 3 times. There was no space because Glasgow had filled the line, and I think they fed off the noise, the supporters, and the supporters certainly encouraged the players as well. But you're right, Glasgow Warriors' point of view, the job's not done yet.
Only the first part of the job is complete. Glasgow Warriors have to clear their lines here.
Point! Set! Stay ball!
And it's there for Horne. He's got time and space to clear. Again, doesn't make too much ground with the kick, so still encouragement with 3 minutes to go in the half for the DHL Stormers.
I think Duvernaka should be a weatherman. He told you before the game that the wind might die away, and I'm just looking at the flags at the far side, and it's certainly so much calmer than it was in the first 10-50 minutes.
So much calmer, but still shows what impact he does have.
Yeah.
You know, George Horne again there struggling to get any distance on the kick.
Another big collision. Roos almost up to the 22. Ungerer decides to switch the direction of the play, and Venter is knocked backwards. Libbok.
Sam Talakai looks really
hands
he's struggling with a shoulder injury in that midfield. I just wonder if the Stormers will target him.
This time, Vermaak. Gallant into first receiver, looks to chip one in behind. It's McKay.
No hands! Last feet! Push!
Here is Talakai. May not have wanted that one.
Outside. Last feet. Push back. And use it!
Horne, one to chase for Kyle Rowe, and he and Ben Loader. Real 50-50 ball. And it was the Englishman that managed to wrestle it away. Fuchsia, the acting captain in the absence of Murat. Juggling act from Feinberg-Mngomezulu, and then it goes forward. Tom Jordan, it opens up for the fly half. Senatla grabs him and the ball. Then De Villiers passes it out wide. It goes forward from Ungara. Glasgow will have the put in. Well, Jordan was almost away again.
Oh, how do you sum this? A brilliant break, but he gets the ball in one hand, but the players are exhausted at this point because it's such a long phase of play. Senatla just targets the ball. He just goes straight after the ball because it's in one hand from Tom Jordan and rips it free. Oh. But it's chaos. It's absolute chaos.
It's that pace that Senatla brings, able to come out of the blind side, poach on that ball.
On that last one?
But once again,
Seven's experience, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, I was there. He was the one who ran. And TMO's
once again, the Stormers unable to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, I think Glasgow in a bit of trouble here because Sam Talakai was really struggling, and fair play, he made a tackle, he made a carry, but he was holding his arm, and he's already on for Murphy Walker. And they're both tight heads, obviously. He's trying to strap it up, but it didn't look comfortable at all.
Well, Murphy Walker has made his way to the touchline to come back on, but he came off, you would assume, with an injury rather than a tactical change.
It's Dan Duplessis as well.
Nathan McBeth, can he play on the tight head?
Well, he's setting a loose head. It'll be interesting to see if he has experience in a tight head, but most of the experience is loose head. Is this where Talakai gets hurt? I think that's after. That's a tackle he made after he was already struggling.
Come on!
He's going to strap it up and try and give it a go.
Just left of 5, happy. Okay, fellas, ready?
So yeah, a case of getting to half time, won't it? 1 minute to go, and you can make a
same as the last two, please. Good contest.
Assessment over 10 minutes and really get some treatment on it, rather than make a decision now. I assume they want this ball in and away as quick as possible. The Glasgow Warriors.
Well inside the final minute of the half.
Set, stable. Use it.
It is there for Horne. Tuipulotu, inside ball for Jordan. Tuipulotu again, McKay flying up as Loader, but he missed him. Inside to Kyle Steyn, can he beat Senatla? One man to beat there for the Glasgow skipper, and it is a Stormers penalty.
It's another brilliant last-ditch tackle. That's 3, I think, in the first half. Gallant had a couple, Senatla had certainly one there, if not more. So difficult to make these tackles one-on-one with so much space either side of you. Senatla there, and then who gets over the ball?
It's Paul De Villiers.
It's De Villiers.
Starting for the Stormers. Brings a bit of different dynamics to that back row. A lot shorter, under 6 foot, so a lot lower to the ground.
Well, Glasgow were marched back, and there is a conversation going on between Andrew Brace and Kyle Steyn, but what a 40 minutes of rugby, as intense as you will see here. Tom Jordan gets us back underway.
Use it.
It was the Stormers who dominated possession and territory, but not the scoreboard. Here's Josh McKay. There's Sam Talakai, who has returned for the second half. There were doubts. Darge, Jordan and Tuipulotu. A bit more of a rush defence coming up from the Stormers, and that would have been certainly one area of discussion in the visitors' dressing room, sorting out their defensive efforts.
Back.
Up goes Senatla and Steyn, who taps it back on the Glasgow side. Venter presents. Jordan to Tuipulotu. Well, it's into the hands of Rowe. A hint of forward about it. We will play on. Kyle Rowe goes over. There was a knock on, a potential forward pass as well. But you've got to play it as the whistle goes.
Knock on Stormers, let's go.
Great work there again by Carl Steyn. This is that pass.
Yeah, it's forward.
Definitely drifting forward there by Tuipulotu, even out of the hands. That's so dangerous.
It's more space on the edge that Glasgow found out. You're right, Rory. The first defensive effort there was much more like what we saw from the Stormers last season. That almost manic rush defence, getting up really, really quickly, putting massive pressure on Jordan. But Tuipulotu was good enough and quick enough to bounce inside and step and get away. And then the next again phase, Stormers just sat back again, and the tackle percentage, you said, in the first half was away at 54%. Now, it's ironic because some of the scramble defence has been out of this world, but the front line defence is so poor, and we saw the good of it there and the bad of it there within two phases. We have come all the way back for the forward pass.
Let's get to a contest. Crouch!
The wind has completely died as well.
Point!
It's become a very pleasant, still evening after it's been blustery all week.
And use it!
Gregor instructed to get the ball out, and Feinberg-Mngomezulu finds Libok with the dummy, and now Hiddleston to Senatla, who's already scored once. He'll go in again. What a start to the second half for the Stormers. A double from Seabelo Senatla. That's exactly what John Dobson ordered.
And it all comes back to that scrum.
Yeah.
They kept it up going, solid there. And this is the danger of these backs. Feinberg-Mngomezulu, lovely little heads-up rugby there by Mani Libok, spotting the half gap, and then with that delayed release, and then you got the gas of Senatla. You are not going to stop, but Mani Libok, exceptional work there.
Brilliant delayed pass by Libok, and then as they come over, Tuipulotu and Steyn actually bump into each other. I'm not sure they got to Senatla anyway, but that delayed pass from Libok was something special on Senatla. Well, we said he was busy in the first half. He's kicked his second half for his second try.
Feinberg-Mngomezulu, he drags that one a little, so the Warriors retain a lead, but it is cut to a point.
Brilliant attack. The set piece, they want to get Mngomezulu and Libok. Look at the delay in Libok. It makes it really difficult for Stafford and McDowall, and then there, Tuipulotu and Steyn collide, but the damage is done. Senatla's got to the edge and he scored his second.
Van Heerden.
Use it!
Just got that ahead of Hartzenberg. And there's Schickerling. Stormers from their own 22. Libok put some height on it. Loader will challenge with Rowe, and it has come loose, and it's there for the Glasgow Warriors.
Contesting came off.
They've done this before, they've hit straight back. They did it after Senatla's first try, and they're looking to do it once more. McDowall is downed. Bhatti wasn't much outside him. They're looking to reshape that back line. In it goes from Tuipulotu to Darge.
Oh, De Villiers is really unlucky. That's the second time he's been over the ball. Such a threat.
Carry from Alex Samuel. Cummings waits and now drives as low as he can get his frame. Hiddleston. Warriors going through phases for one of the first times in the game, but now it might open up. Cummings. Jordan sees another gap. Top Jordan. Now Kyle Rowe. Can they finish it? Kyle Rowe can. And it's his turn. Matching his opposite man, Senatla, as Rowe goes over for a double of his own. And don't you just love playoff rugby?
Oh, Tom Jordan is so influential. He's made so many carries, finds space, fights through contact. This is multi-phase rugby, there's not a lot on. And then Tom Jordan just glides in against the pass, against the defence, and pops it up under pressure. Rowe takes a bit of finishing as well, 2 quality finishes from him. But Tom Jordan, Tinas, is so influential this side as a ball carrier, as a defender, as a specimen in contact. He's been outstanding tonight.
He's been outstanding today. Just straightening up before he actually got the ball. He spotted that little bit of a mismatch, straightening up, accelerating into that hole. And then Kyle Rowe on his shoulder like any good winger should do, but you could see that just straightening up, attacking that space between the 2 defenders.
Attacks the ball, doesn't he? Beats the defender before he touches the ball. But you mentioned it there as well, Rory. That's the second time Glasgow hit back immediately after conceding a try, which is important in terms of momentum.
Well, I'm not really going to say anything about launching a high ball out of your 22.
Well, Kyle Rowe, who received a new contract this week, he hadn't scored in the URC since round 6 at Stellenbosch. Really saving his best. It's for the Stormers.
He's played a lot of games at fullback as well, Kyle Rowe.
But he did score in the Champions Cup.
Yeah, he's an outstanding player. So many talents in that back 3 for Glasgow, interchangeable as well.
And use it!
Of course, there's levers for Glasgow Warriors who will be paraded at the end of this game, but one of those, maybe a bit surprising, Sebastian Cancellieri departing after what has been a fantastic career with the club. And now bursting up the left-hand side goes Rory Darge. How did he wrestle that out of there? He's still somehow going, managing to stay in field, so too does Horne. Good hands from McKay, great pass to Tuipulotu. Steyn up against Senatla, runs into De Villiers.
That's well rescued on the edge defensively from the Stormers because they were stretched, but they didn't really well force Steyn back in field.
And use it!
Bhatti.
No more 2.
And the boot of Horne. Forward comes Libok. It's claimed by Steyn rather. Jordan, and he saw the rush defence coming up. Elected not to give the long pass.
Tackle out, everybody.
Now Fenter. Fenter, look at the power.
Good contest.
Now Darge. He's put on a show all game.
Backwards.
Hiddleston and Bhatti now.
Use it.
Some much better defence from Stormers, although Glasgow winning this aerial battle. And again,
Right, Kyle Steyn, how good is he in the air?
And he managed to knock that one back, but it was then knocked on. Now the little chip through into space. Tricky one for Jordan with the defence flying up. He's made a good few line breaks, can't quite get through that time. There's advantage here for the Warriors. And what have they got up their sleeve? Miss pass from McKay.
you get the feeling there's a try at either end coming in this phase of play, don't you? It's pretty loose.
Here's Darge.
Use it, 9.
And Horne. Libok and Steyn go for it. This time it's knocked on by the Warriors skipper. Callant.
Last feet. Damage over.
Schickerling. And quick ball as Fenter goes. A little isolated, but can present it for Ungerer. Libok decides to find Feinberg-Mngomezulu. It's a straightforward, a simple catch for McKay.
I think it's the first time 30 people shouted Mark at the same time. That's absolutely exhausting. There's bodies all over the place. What a phase of play. There was some inaccuracies, some pieces of brilliance, some really good attacks, some incredible defence, but everyone is just absolutely exhausted.
Stormers are looking to make a change up front. Vernon Matongo will replace Ali Vermaak.
He's had a good shift, Ali Vermaak. 60 minutes, been very dominant at scrum time. There's been probably a bit of defensive frailties, but in terms of his set piece, he's been spot on.
He's had to dig deep into the squad, particularly for the front row with Stephen Kitsoff's injury, Brock Harris retiring. It's been a tough season in that sense. That's a wonderful pass that gets McKay going. Rowe outside him. Kyle Rowe's on a hat-trick. The pass inside. He's always there. George Horne perfectly placed to receive the pass from Rowe. And for the first time, Glasgow Warriors begin to stretch a lead.
Has to be a contender for try this season. Knockout football when the stakes are high, and then Glasgow Warriors pull an attack. If he's watched this pass, it's actually from a turnover line out. Scott Cummings wins at the front, so there's nothing planned. This is instinct. Watch this pass from Sione Tuipulotu, squares the line up, zips it across to Josh McKay. Josh McKay fakes to go inside, goes outside, and then you think Rowe's in for his hat-trick, back inside to George Horne. Look at the support players. McDowall, Tuipulotu and Horne. That's a brilliant score.
But it's from that turnover line-out, and if you just look at the efforts by Henco Venter and Rory Darge, they don't try and carry the ball, they just get it wide, through the hands, long passes, get it to the danger men out wide. They finish on the other side.
Horne, Glasgow's record try scorer, converts his own score. That's 13 tries for the season, 58 for the club, more than anyone else, and it's a 33-18 lead for Glasgow.
From the turnover line, the Stormers are lined up ready to attack, so they are further back. There is a lot more space for Glasgow to play, but there's nothing called. It's just instinctive. It's really good rugby knowledge and IQ and execution of skill. There's a proper, you know, I think anyone watching, any neutral or even Stormers fans will applaud that. It was a really good score from the Warriors.
Manny Libbok with the restart. Good take from Scott Cummings. Now
And
for the Warriors,
use it.
and it's about game management.
No, free. Don't need that.
Killant with the take, frees up his hands as well.
Last feet.
Loader. Matongo makes good ground. Libbok. Feinberg-Mngomezulu, and that hits Evan Ruiz. Goes forwards. They've just lost their way a little.
And it's that pressure defensively that's been put on. They're having to chase the game now.
Well, at 43 minutes, Senatla scores his second. It's 19-18. There's 1 point in it. And then Rowe hits back and Horne with 2 tries. And that 14 points, it's just had a massive effect. I quite understand, state the obvious again, but it's had a massive effect there, because you're right, Stormers are trying to force that. Evan Ruiz is hitting a hard line, and Hartzenberg wants to give a longer pass, and there's a breakdown, and it's just given opportunity for Glasgow to then have possession to try and control and look after that lead they have.
Crouch.
Space to play for Glasgow on this right hand side if they can get the scrum to work, because Senatla's dropped back.
Tuipulotu steps inside. He sees space. Tuipulotu all alone. Now support comes from his centre partner McDowall. Well, Glasgow Warriors have been ruthless when they've seen opportunities. Here's Rowe. There is advantage here for the offside. Jordan. Talakai. He did well to keep his hands on it now. Horne will be a penalty.
He had the advantage, but keep on playing. He's so dominant in the attack, carving the Stormers open. Just keep it in hold, the ball in hand a little bit longer.
Not just for a take from Talakai. Oosh, perfect like a centre. But it's a break again. It's Tuipulotu again. This is a really sensible decision in terms of taking the kick at goal as well from Glasgow Warriors. Of course, they've scored 5 tries, bonus points, doesn't matter in knockout rugby, but that man there leading from the front again, a brilliant break. Glasgow shaped to go right and then went left, and it just forced the Stormers to slide in defence. Tuipulotu recognised that and just took it straight up in the middle and fought through 2 or 3 challenges, and this is the right decision, Tinas, isn't it?
They're just going to take it a little bit further. 15, maybe 16 points difference.
George Horne from straight in front. Glasgow extend their leads.
And that 18 points makes a massive difference.
Yeah. You know, it's amazing throughout this game. Glasgow have had 18 clean breaks to the Stormers 3.
Well, and this is against the best attacking side in the league, and it just shows if you shut them down, if you slow their ball down, it is so difficult. They're stopping all the big Stormers carriers on the gain line, all behind, and they're not getting that forward momentum.
Sazi Sandy and Connor Evans on for Neatling Fuchsia, and Ruben van Heerden. It's going to be a penalty straight away.
14.
Broken to the Stormers, and a chance
access, 14
perhaps for them to get back into this. The obstruction from Rowe.
It was a good kick-off actually, because it was right on the
clear
touchline.
Access, 14. Just let that man in.
Well, hang in height as well. So George Horne was under pressure catching it, and Kyle Rowe, who's penalised for blocking. But you go back to the defence, and the kick-off there from the block. It's high, it's hanging. Yeah, there was a bit of blocking there.
Oh. Initially driven backwards. Suleiman Hartzenberg has come off, and Herschel Yankees is on in his place.
No Herschel Gibbs.
No. I think he's a little bit old and perhaps the wrong sport.
Although a very talented rugby player Herschel Gibbs was.
I know, I do apologise, I called Herschel Yankees Herschel Gibbs in the build-up, the opening show, but that's a great defensive effort from, it was actually Darge and Jordan who drove the Stormers back that time.
Tackle! No,
and this could really deplete the Stormers, but they've got the penalty back.
It's the second time.
Okay. Yeah, it's not you. It's not you, Scott. It's the tackler first. The effects are clean.
So it's no Scott Cummings, because I think the ball was out, but Alex Samuel hadn't rolled away quick enough, who was penalised, I think. And Scott Cummings came in to pick up the ball.
Just give me yours,
yeah, Alex Samuel. And Euan Ferrie made the attack. Alex Samuel gets on the wrong side.
So it's numbers,
preventing an opening or preventing the clear, really. So Scott Cummings wasn't penalised there. Some pressure building on Glasgow now. A couple of line-outs from Stormers just 5 metres out.
Stefan.
Finter. Glasgow repelled
early.
The last one. It's an early hit there from Glasgow. Yeah. Penalty advantage here for the Stormers.
What stop? Sideways.
And the forwards driving on with Finter. Ungerer now. Feinberg-Mngomezulu, Libok. Killan went for it, didn't gather. Back we come for the penalty. There's a bit of afters between Ferrie and Roos.
Looks pretty angry, doesn't he, Evan Roos?
It's definitely on one of his work-ons, his discipline.
And that'll be identified from the Warriors players as well.
I know,
you identify those who've got a short fuse, and you try and light it, don't you?
Make sure he comes to ground. And at the front. Yeah.
Crucial, the Stormers have to get away with points here. They had that opportunity a little bit closer to post from the previous penalty.
10 metres.
Into the final quarter. And the Stormers need this. They go to the front. Take from Evans. And now the maul. Forward that goes, down it goes. Venter. It's real frustration for the Stormers.
He held on to that. That is a sure 5-pointer.
I think he got really excited because he saw the opportunity. The way it spun and the way it was defended, the opportunity is really there. You can see the space and he just drops it. Oh, he's so frustrated with himself. Andre-Hugo from this angle, you can see, he can sense that's where it's going to be. There's so much space around it. He's identified it already and he just knocks on.
Well, he scored the try before he had the ball.
Well, big changes for the Warrior. You can see what that means to Andre-Hugo Venter. 5 alterations coming now. Nathan McBeth for Jamie Bhatti, Johnny Matthews for Gregor Hiddleston, Max Williamson coming on into the second row. Jack Mann's return, he's back from injury, and also Adam Hastings, and there's Joseph Dweba as well coming onto the field for the Stormers.
And not a bad replacement if you can get your top try scorer leading into this game, Johnny Matthews, on. Bit of a bomb squad from the Glasgow Warriors.
Yeah, as Hastings will come on at 10, that means Jordan will shift out into the midfield. He's lining up at 13 at the moment with Tuipulotu staying at 12.
Stafford, McDowall and Euan Ferrie, the others to go off. And Alex Samuel.
Huh? No, there's no wait. Don't stand up again. Let's go.
Well, it was about 30 minutes into that first half, and the Warriors had some scrums 5 metres out from their own line, and it was getting very, very nervous for Franco Smith's side. They seem to have steadied that element of their game. That's an early hit from the Stormers. Too keen.
No, they didn't. Too much weight.
So frustrating for the Stormers coaching staff, that one, isn't it?
Just made the changes. Oh, they've been so successful at scrum time. Joe Dweba a little bit too eager to get involved.
Oh, look at that for a clearance from Adam Hastings. His first touch of the game is to find the perfect angle.
It's up over halfway from a 5 metre angle. Really good strike. We're going to have to defend now. Warriors up at halfway. Jack Mann dropping back at the line.
Oh, that went over the intended target, but into the hands of Sazi Sandy. Now here's Dweba. Ball's come loose. Max Williamson scoops it back, but first man onto it
It's a tackle, Glasgow, release.
Possibly Ungerer.
Yeah, the call came in, tackle release. The initial hit was held up.
Quickly taken by Yankees. It's Evans. Bouncing ball, Gallant. That's loose. Oh, Jordan, what a fly hack at it. Sandy. Roos. Lebok. Oh, and Yankees thought he'd seen the gap. Forgotten about the ball.
It's lost the structure, hasn't it, the attack?
And of course, a reshuffle there with Herschel Yankees having to play on the wing. They came into this game with a 5-2 split. They're not really used to running those angles and lines from out wide. Normally a lot closer to the play.
A lot of handling errors tonight from Stormers. We've talked about the missed tackles, but the handling errors, so they actually run quite nice lines and quite nice shapes naturally, more than in terms of structure, but the passes just haven't stuck.
You know, when they have lost their structure in defence and attack, how big are those misses of Ruan Nel and Damien Willemse, who's suspended, will be out for the entire season?
Massive, because when you're relying quite a lot on individuals, you want your individuals to be experienced. They have got so much quality, the Stormers, but there is quite an inexperienced nature to it. Other names I wrote down in preparation again, Ben Jason Dixon, the back rower, who's a really influential player. He's been injured. Obviously, Dion Ferrie as well, World Cup winners, Fansmal Herbert. Obviously, Leland Zaz, who's hit some pretty good try scoring and line break records this year. Ruan Nell in the midfield, who's another. These are all players who played for the Stormers over the last 3 or 4 years consistently and have helped when you need to get out of a hole at time. There's a lot of experience missing.
Come on.
Lonell comes on for Marcel Tienessen.
Control everybody.
The other one I'd written down is Paul DeWitt, who I think is available for selection, the scrum half, who isn't involved, who's had a few crucial moments as well.
Yeah, when you talk of the injuries, it's also been something that's suffered by Glasgow Warriors. I mentioned Hugh Jones before, but without Matt and Xander Fagerson, Jack Dempsey, Gregor Brown. That's a huge drive from the Stormers 8.
Clear, go forward. Collapsing under pressure.
Yeah, it was dominant.
Clear, go forward, collapsing under
Just
pressure.
a little bit more patience there, and they get that scrum ascendancy back.
Stormers need over a point a minute to try and overturn this.
Replacement for the Stormers, offers come at number 7, Marcel Tienessen, and he will be replaced by number 21.
Pretty straight there.
Suleiman Hartzenberg is making his way up the tunnel right now.
6, thank you.
And on
6,
crutches.
6. Yeah, he's dropped out. Back 9. Got 15.
Well, again, the set piece doesn't work for the Stormers, and Glasgow might look to go from deep. Steyn targets Libok. It was Williamson.
Use it!
Horne. Cummings might fancy this, so too Steyn. Williamson, well placed. Well, and it will be a Stormers penalty. The crowd furious. They thought that Glasgow should have had a couple of penalties.
Yeah, I think they thought it was a high tackle, but Max Williamson was dipping, I think. Yeah, that's what the crowd think. But Andrew Bray said it was on the shoulder. It wasn't a high shot. Glasgow are stuck in their own third here a little bit, just conceding penalties, and Stormers will be frustrated with that last lineup because they need to get themselves back in the game. That's it. Pops back to Max Williamson. It's play on for me, that.
It is over the shoulder though, but higher than the shoulder, high tackle.
It's not swinging, is it? And I think Max Williamson is on his way down, but you can see them given.
Weber's throw is good, and now the replacement hooker attaches himself to the back of this. No stranger to tries himself, but it is the backs who will have a go. Libok, Senatla. He too, like Rowe, is on a hat-trick. Evans, big hit comes in from Williamson. It's back on the Warriors' side. Henco Fenter striding away out of his own 22. Kyle Rowe. Feinberg-Mngomezulu picks out Schickerling. Dweba outside him.
And again, you can see the Stormers love to operate in space. As soon as that space is closed down, Feinberg-Mngomezulu again a little bit indecisive, having to come back behind his support players and then shifting the ball on.
There's a hunger and a desire in Glasgow's defence as well, because once or twice, even in that piece of play, there is space for Stormers to attack and they want to get there, but it's just an extra effort not to give up, not to drop out the line.
Yeah, that line integrity has been fantastic.
5.
It's interesting, John Dobson talked about it in the lead-up of where the Stormers were now in comparison to last year, and he has felt that this is a much more mature team. They were more ready for the opportunity to come to Scotstoun and turn over a team like the Glasgow Warriors. But this second half, ever since Senatla went over to make it a 1-point game,
No more now. Good contest,
their structure has disappeared from the Stormers game.
Okay, and use it. Last feet.
George Horne. Senatla, Rowe targeting him. Managed to get the ankles away, and from Cummings too. Horne eventually gets him down. It's a loose one from Schickerling. Will come back for the high tackle.
Yeah, that one was high from Horne.
Possibly the first high tackle of George Horne's career.
Yeah, it was high. He almost jumped up in it. Senatla does really well again. The kick's probably a little bit too long from George Horne, but Kyle Steyn almost makes it a good kick with his effort and his kick chase. But Senatla kicks out of that tackle, beats another couple, and Horne went high.
9, high tackle. Clear.
Yeah, he does jump into it.
Yep.
You know, I know the Glasgow faithful not happy with that result going against them and not the previous one. Although Senatla is slightly dipping, George Horne did actually jump into him.
Well, that's the final act for George Horne. Jamie Dobie is on at scrum half. Up goes Venter trying to nick that one as well. Connor Evans did manage to bring it back on the Stormers side. Now Sandy. Ungerer.
Tackle! Out! Ball is there, don't come in.
Now Dweba.
No.
And Roos. Second carry in 3 phases for the number 8. Callant will come out to Loader, former London Irish winger. Matongo. It's another unforced error.
It's another handling error, and it's a result of some excellent Glasgow defence as well. But if you look at when it looks up, there's 3 front 5 forwards, well, back row, 1 back row, 2 front 5 forwards up the first receiver. I know Gallant's out the back, but just a lack of structure, lack of reorganisation makes it really difficult, and the pass is a little bit low, but it's just because there's no goal forward. They can't get over. We said at the start of the game, before the show started, where if Stormers get advantage in the first couple of carries and get on the front foot, their magic comes and they come alive. But Glasgow stopped that this evening, and that's the result.
That is the result. Passive receiver is on his heels. The ball goes low. No forward momentum at all. And that's where Glasgow's been exceptional. Defensively, they've not given the Stormers any opportunities of real line breaks. And conversely, on the attack, they've gone and had the defenders beaten line breaks. Double figures.
Thought he was in jail to start with there. That's how you get a capacity crowd. Good lad, he's enjoying it. He's been well entertained. That man's been brilliant as well, Tom Jordan. So many big moments and big carries and involvements. Such a physical player.
Come on. Yeah.
Inside the final 10 minutes. The Stormers haven't made a dent in that Glasgow lead.
Ready? Okay, crouch! Point! Sit! Stay ball! All the way.
Dobie. It's Tuipulotu. And his presence really has shown up what his absence was since January. Missed the entirety of the Six Nations. He's such a talisman, Sione Tuipulotu. And Dobie gets that away.
Just wondering if it took a deflection.
No.
No.
The foot, not the ball.
No, is it? The noise we heard, was it? The charge in on the foot, not the ball. So again, it's another opportunity for Stormers. I think maybe in the last 10 minutes or so, they've had probably 6 or 7, maybe more set-piece opportunities within 30 minutes of the Glasgow line, but have not been able to break through.
Well, Henco Venter coming off his potentially final home game as a Glasgow Warriors player before he heads to Brive. Coming on, what an opportunity for Mackenzie Duncan, the 22-year-old. But you can hear the reception for Henco Venter. He's played such a huge part in his time at this club.
Yeah, the standing ovation says a lot, doesn't it? It's the impact he's had in this club.
Let's go, guys.
And there you go, right into the fans with it. He's been outstanding tonight as well. Scored a try, but he's not played since 6 weeks, 7 weeks. And he put that level of performance and fitness is absolutely outstanding.
Let's go, William.
Yeah, 5 defenders beaten, 11 carries, 13 tackles, 1 turnover, 39 metres.
Hard metres as well.
Well, and you know, crucially, it was the A game against the Black Lion that counted as an extra week that allowed him to play in this game.
Sit, stable. Yeah. All the way.
Dobie gets it out quickly. Tuipulotu with another charge.
Yeah. Use it on.
And Duncan, who's the first academy player to play a knockout game for the Glasgow Warriors since Duncan Weir did against the Ospreys 15 years ago.
Yeah, it's under the foot. Now use it, yeah.
Dobie asks Steyn to chase. Well, he got his hands on it again, but it goes forward. Hellant. Neatly on from Evans, Gregor, Libok, Feinberg-Mngomezulu, and now it's Loader. Libok. Taken in by Matongo. Hellant. Senatla to chip that past Rowe. Oh, it was almost an immaculate bit of skill from the winger, who just knocks on.
That's the difference when they get go forward. The Stormers are so dangerous, and he's been outstanding. Obviously 2 tries for Senatla. He spent 10 minutes in the bin as well, but that's a brilliant piece of skill. Full pace, finding the ball in between 2 defenders, almost getting it back. He's such a threat, but that's because there was more momentum in their attack. He could get in the front foot, he could bring the threat towards the Glasgow defence.
You know, the Warriors fans will be starting just to add things up and mirror the image from last season when they finished the regular season poorly. They then played the Stormers in a quarter-final, headed to Ireland and won, headed to South Africa and Pretoria and won. The map is there.
The script has been written and the play has happened.
Happy, Sam? Sure.
The sequels normally isn't as good as the original, though.
Come on.
Well put. And also, the Scarlets may have something to say about that when they play Leinster tomorrow. That could really rip up the script. But it looks like the structure of the competition is holding firm at the moment, that we'll see the home side through here in Glasgow. Glasgow had just won one of their 5 games leading into this game. And even then, that was an unconvincing performance, but what a different showing it's been once they get into the games that really matter. And they played so much of this second half in their own territory. That's another take from Steyn. Hastings spotting space in behind Libok. Has to go all the way back into his own 22. The only option is to run it from deep. Hellant. Loader. Out it goes. That sums it up for the Stormers in this second half.
Dennis, that's why you what?
That's why exactly what you want. Use the little bit of wind that's still there. Drive them down. Form that defensive line. You looked up there, the Stormers, every Stormers attacker looked up, and there he was marked by a black shirt from Glasgow. Nowhere to go.
It's a 60-metre gain. Front foot, 60 metres.
Well, An opportunity for your player of the match this evening.
Right, I'm going to put this out there. This is probably the hardest we've ever had, Dennis and I. I mean, there's massive effort from Henco. Tom Jordan is so close. Sione, Tuipulotu, Kyle Rowe scored 2 tries, but that man there, his defensive effort this evening has been out of this world. 20 tackles plus, scored a try as well. Tom Jordan's been brilliant as well. So many to choose from, but the BKT URC player of the match is Rory Darge.
Well, Senatla was eyeing up a hat-trick there. Warriors having to go all the way back. It's a big slice from Rowe, and that's a 60-metre gain. Yeah,
Senatla can put his hand up in that, you know, opportunity in the losing side to be player of the match as well. Such a difficult call to make tonight. There's so many deserving players, but yeah, a turnover a little bit inaccurate there for that time from Warriors, and it is that man Senatla who's been the biggest threat from the Stormers. That puts boot to ball, chases his kick hard as well, and we're back here. You're right, so much of the second half's been in this Glasgow third.
Yeah, onside.
Territory currently 66-34 in Stormers' favour. It was higher than that in the first half. It was up in the 70s. That's a Warriors penalty.
Clear out past the ball, isn't it? So obvious. Shook her in, I think.
19 taking 2 off the ball. Thank you.
And there's that desperation. Stormers realising last 10 minutes really the game is slipping away, the season is slipping away, and these unforced errors starting to more and more so come in.
Well, in defence, the Stormers have missed 39 tackles. They've had a 65% success rate.
Well, you're not going to win a game, and you're definitely not going to win a championship with that tackle percentage.
Well, coming into the game, they've got the second highest dominant tackle percentage, so it kind of looks at they're all or nothing. It's either a big shot or it's a missed tackle, and there's been too many missed tonight. There's another one.
There's Jackman. It'll be to Cummings, and Steyn goes forward again.
Andrew Brace.
I'm sure Andrew Brace can add to the tackle tally for the Stormers.
100%, 1 for 1. Brace.
Ball.
It's that same move we saw Steyn go through in the first half, isn't it? That almost like dummy loop and then back inside.
And once again, I mean, he's been outstanding again. He's competition in the air, retention in the air. He comes off his wing, he inserts himself.
I mean, there's so many candidates for that player of the match, and think about the aerial skills we spoke about with him and Kyle Rowe. And Kyle Rowe's 2 tries as well, but both so good in the air. I just wonder how much they'll force this with 20 seconds, 15 seconds left, where the focus becomes next week and getting your players recovered, fit.
Defence was optional at times, and they paid a heavy, heavy price for that. Seabelo Senatla kept interest in it for the men from Cape Town, but tries from Darge, Rowe, Venter, Horne, and a second for Kyle Rowe gave Glasgow Warriors clear winners for the 2nd year in a row in the quarter-final against the DHL Stormers. The final score, Glasgow Warriors 36, DHL Stormers 18.